Kind of like River Delta. But Mountain Home City would probably be the most us adjacent, so let's go with Mountain Village. Northern Hemisphere. Buildable area, 21%. Yeah, that sounds about right. Outside connections. Train, plane. So I'm assuming that the lightning bolt icon just means electricity and not like actual lightning bolt. I'm also kind of surprised that they don't have random maps in this one. Theme European K. Well, no thanks. I should probably not unlock all or unlimited money. Now, obviously, this is the only thing we could name this place. With Mayor Urist reporting for duty. All right, let's try. I'm still not... Okay, so... I have a question. Why does this look like Windows XP? Also, does this break when I do this? No, it doesn't. Sweet. Why does this look like Windows XP? Welcome to City Skylines 2. This is the place to build the city of your dreams. Take on an in-depth challenges of managing a city, services and directing traffic flow, and follow the lives of your citizens. Tutorials are here to guide you as you take your first steps towards building a city. As you progress, more hints and guidance will become available in case you need it. Before you start, let's have a look at how to move about your landscape using camera controls, because they are different than every other game ever made. I still think it's funny, like, the one time I've ever actually needed camera control tutorial was the first time I played Dwarf Fortress a bajillion years ago. That game had no tutorial. Okay, so I am getting some very noticeable stutters. So it works just... Oh, shit, I forgot to move chat. Chat, get off my face. Better. Okay, I can get so close, and then it just... Game's stuck. There's got to be like some resolution scaling going on or something. There's a tutorial waiting. Shut up! Whoa! Yeah, do not look at sky. Do not look at the sky. I repeat, do not look at the sky. That is bad. All right, road basics. A city exists around roads. I disagree. A city exists around people. Roads are simply a requirement by corporations who make cars. I'm just saying. Wrong. Anyway, most roads also come with built-in utility networks, a network of electric cables and pipes and water for sewage, so all buildings connected to a road with the ability network have a connection to the utilities. Okay. So, do I not get to build pipes now? Roads come in many different shapes and sizes. Yeah, and so do bike lanes, but we don't build enough of those. I swear, if I can't build any bike lanes, I'm gonna hate this game. 2-lane road. Yes, thank you. Tool options. Okay. Tool modes. Also okay. Music good, though. Everyone knows we built roads before buildings. Actually, no. Roads were built by humans walking. People walk here a lot. All right, well, let's not build thing here. That allows you to construct tunnels. Gotcha, you can construct tunnels at different elevations. Elevation up, sure. Elevation step, right? And allows you to adjust the elevation changes when you use the up and down arrows. Okay. This mode makes 2 of the selected roads run perfectly aligned next to each other. Yep, I remember all this. Ooh. Wow. Game, can you stop hitching? Also, that is one of the most distracting screens I think I've seen in my life. I love how the first thing this game tells you is build a friggin' road. What if I want to build a walkable city? Well, that looks ugly. Because you don't give me a big enough road to connect to this. So instead... Well, I guess I need to demolish that road then so that I don't get mad at this. Made a mistake? Don't worry, you can bulldoze it. Excellent. I want to delete the road that was already there because it's ugly and too big. All right. Remove objects and get a refund. That's not how that works. Wait. Are you telling me to bulldoze the road I just made? Oh, I see. Now you're telling me to zone residential. I get it. Now I can build the bigger road as well. I'll just do that. Wait, no, I can't. What is this then? Oh, I see. This is like some weird two-lane combo thing. All right. So I guess it must be just a bigger road then. It's a two-lane road, four-lane road. That's way too big for residential. Yeesh. Someone's gonna get killed on that. I do like all of these degrees and whatnot being super clear about different areas. That's nice. Can I build bike paths? I'm gonna stop complaining about roads in a minute, I swear. I do also like these kind of highlights of where traffic's gonna go. It's nice. It's like they're gonna go here. They're gonna go here. That's kind of cool. I like that. Like gives you a flow track of like where everything's gonna go. Chester Street. Chat, I would like to inform you that this is now DJ Boom Boom Shrimp. Oops. Shrimp Lane. I'm starting to think I don't need these tutorials, chat. I'm like kind of worried that there's gonna be like some mechanics that are very different from the first one. But I've played a city builder before. So, how do I kill the tutorial? I have now turned off the tutorials. And I'll yell at chat if it's bad. Uh-oh. Why is it so big? Oh, I see. Fill tool. Got it. Yoink. Ooh. Looks pretty. Well, obviously we're going to need some mixed-use zoning, and the game's decided to stop for a minute, so we'll give it a break until it decides to unstop again. There we go. The game has decided to unstop. So now I will give us some nice mixed zoning. Game decided to stop again, so I will wait. Okay, the game's decided to let me play. That's nice. Might as well just like literally shut everything off in the graphics options, yeah? Technically it's a European style, but like... Game? Very poorly optimized game, yeah. I mean, admittedly, I was kind of expecting that, but... Alright, let's, low. Sort your shit out, game. Hey! Now it looks worse than the first one. But, it's suddenly not lagging, so that's good. I need a water pumping station. Also power. Or we could just use water tower, but... Station. Yeah, you gotta love Unity, right? Everybody's favorite engine. I mean, who doesn't love Unity?
Second Moon Radio with J. Thomas Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
I do like how their statement, though, about why the game runs terribly is quite literally just like, oh, we wanted to future-proof it. It's like, future-proofing does not equal making game bad. Okay, why do you need a road connected to you? That doesn't make much sense to me. If it's buggy now, it won't be buggy later. I mean, it's already sold well enough that, yeah, I'm sure they'll work on it until it's not as bad, but, like, that never looks good on anybody's part. So I've actually streamed quite a bit of the first City Skylines for reference. This was a game that I streamed quite a lot of. Especially when it was new. The game that I quite enjoyed. I'm very mixed on whether or not I will enjoy this one. But we'll see. If the game requirements are super high, the game must be good, right? I mean, most definitely. I mean, we all know that games that run really poorly now will run better in the future. I mean, just look at Crysis, right? Perfect gold example of how to eventually make your game run very well. Should actually be looking at my money. Oh, I got $500,000. Wind speed too low. Well, that's no fun. Okay, what else do we have? Transforms high voltage currents into high power currents. Well, that sucks. Guess we'll make a small coal power plant then. Because what's everybody love? Coal. That or like, where's the... Oh, I see. So there's like little patches around the map where the wind speed's high enough. Oh, wait. Oh, I get it. Setting up a steel industry already? Well, it's an industry to steal your oxygen. Not entirely sure how this is going to work. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to take this road. And just connect it to this. I feel like roads are more expensive than in the first one. I love that fake Twitter makes a return. Also, for reference, I have a lot of RAM. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I have a 3070 and a brand new Ryzen 7 X3D or whatever the fuck they call them. So this shouldn't be running badly. Shouldn't be, but you know. Okay, if I make smaller houses, will you make less ugly housing, game? Nonsense Vintage has just opened up. You can also get a free drink today at our new bar. I'd like to hear more about this bar. Bar after my own heart. High density business. We got industrial zoning. So I gather our industrial zoning should probably go down here, right? So this is how I used to build cities and city skylines. Start building roads like this. This is how I'd build my suburbs and areas like that. But my goal is to be able to make this mostly into mixed zoning. So I don't know if the game's even gonna let me do that. For all I know, the game's not gonna let me do that. But I want to be able to make very large parks, and I want to make small homes, and I want everything to be very mixed zoning. So let's see if we can pull that off. Bridge arch. Roundabouts. Ooh, there's a roundabout button? That's kind of cool. I quite like the roundabout button. That's nifty. All right, let's just get some more zoning in. Let's just pause the game for a little bit. Get a little bit of zoning into here. Place some stuff. I realize it's probably going to, like, limit the size at which I can build a city if I build the way I want to actually build this, but I'm gonna try. Damn it. I'm gonna try. Just ban personal cars? Don't ban personal cars because some people live in places where they need them.
The city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events.
Bitch, did I tell you you could talk?
A local public service announcement.
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a local public service announcement.
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age. Unlike most modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their...
Are you telling me it's either radio on or off? Wait, so if I disable radio, does that mean there's going to be no voices? Is that under gameplay? Because if that dude speaks ever again, I'm going to uninstall this game. Bottom right of the UI?
Vital services for our residents. Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Oh, well, quite frankly.
Oh. Huh. Much better. All right, well, we don't need any more commercial. We now just need industrial, so it's... I want to use these trains to output industrial shipments. Almost meat. It's on Bella's Street. It's almost meat. Not quite meat. Oh, I see. So I need more XP. 750 XP. Be wary of wind with industrial. It said that I have no wind when I was building, but also the wind is going this way. So I assumed it would be wise to go downwind. So that's why I went that route. Feel free to yell at me if that's the wrong decision to make. Game paused. No. These things build real slow. Like there's just cranes just spinning. Oh, suddenly house. Magical. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of very much expected this game to, like, you know, run better. Right, there you go. Housing needs are dropping. Imagine you move on 328 DJ Boom Boom Shrimp Lane. Boop. Also about to level up. Citizen happiness increased. Thanks, game. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. That's a lot of zoning that I don't want to do. Well, that. And that. I'm sure these guys are workers. They probably pay better. There we go. We are now a tiny village. Whatever that means. Your efforts are bearing fruit. Your city has taken its first steps towards its success. Thanks to the free money, suckers. Okay, what else do we have? You can now go further into debt. Excellent. Okay, so tiny village, small village, grand village, tiny town, boom town. Okay. Big town, great towns, small city, big city, large city, huge city, grand city, metropolis, thriving metropolis, flourishing, expansive metropolis, megapolis. It should just be like Los Angeles down the bottom. Ooh. Roundabouts, okay. I got 1 point available. Road maintenance and facilities and traffic lights and signs, as well as roadside decorations. Well, you gotta make those ugly-ass roads look less ugly. Highways, large roads, parking areas. Add that to list of things I don't ever want more of in my cities is parking. Automated parking? Okay. Grand bridges. Better intersections, highways. Okay, well I have the services button now, so I guess I should click that. You've unlocked a medical clinic. That seems important. Collider? I don't even know her. Yeah, pretty much. Can I place this here without, like, destroying your home? Rather not. Wow. So I guess the mouse doesn't even get, like, a little light on it then. I may disable the day-night cycle. I also like that there's demand for medium density residential. That's neat. So this space is so small. I think over here could probably be a more downtown-y area. Down here is going to be like more small space stuff. I'm assuming... Okay, so we've got 0 loan currently. I haven't unlocked taxes yet. Pretty sure we already have taxes. City statistics, happiness increasing. All right, well, what else do we have? A cemetery? Why is it so big? More importantly, why do people still use cemeteries? What year is it? You don't need to bury your dead. Just set them on fire like a normal society. I'm just winging it because I am not sure how long I'm going to stick to this game. Because the reviews are such currently that, And also, like, I have this annoying habit with City Skylines of just kind of, like, binging it for, at least the first one. I'm just kind of binging it for, like, 2 months straight and then forgetting that it existed for a year and a half. That's probably what'll end up happening with this one. So right now, I'm just gonna kind of do this for a bit. I kind of know where I want to put my downtown area with more high density stuff. I'm gonna buy this. This is gonna be downtown. I'm probably gonna remove most of this industry, move it down this way, and stick with that. It'll get optimized in 2 years. All right. Patient gamers, rise up. Yeah, I don't know. I will say, I highly advise against buying this game right now. Do not buy it. Wait for a sale. Jesus Christ. All right, what do we need? All of the commercial. All right, so let's chat. You ready for some commercials? I mean, commercial. Does anybody have, like, a particular department store that they used to love going to? On the topic of commercial stuff. I really, really, really miss that very brief window that Canada had Target. Not because it was a good place to shop, but it was just very entertaining seeing all these Canadians go into Target and complain that it wasn't cheaper than anywhere else. You enjoyed Sears? I enjoyed Sears catalogs. I never really enjoyed Sears. I just enjoyed Sears catalogs because it meant Christmas was soon. And I'd get a bunch of gifts soon. Because my mom would literally just hand me the Sears catalog and tell me to circle all the things that I wanted. So what I would do is I would circle a bunch of really expensive things that I knew my mom couldn't afford. And then I would circle a small handful of very cheap things. Or one very cheap thing usually that I knew that I would actually get. And then I would get that. Milestone 2 unlocked. We're now a small village. I wish I could choose a little bit more specifically where the actual crosswalks were. That is neat. So I want this whole area to be kind of low traffic because I'm just fiddling around and figuring stuff out right now. Grass along the side of the road. It's weird that I can't have grass on the roundabouts. Oh, interesting. I can put them on both sides, even though it's technically a one-side thing. Okay. Wider than normal sidewalk. So it's wider than normal sidewalk or grass. Got it. I do like these options, though. This is nice. Which means, like, in front of the high school, I can give them wider than normal sidewalks. Same with, like, this school down here. $25. I like that. That it's number of households, not number of residents. Oh, wow. They all have names. Household wealth. Wealthy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about those houses, guys. I want to fire whoever came up with this, like, rejected Tetris puzzle piece house setup. Yeah, I was reading a little bit about how they changed how population works, which is a good thing. I mean, the population in the first game was awful. It was, like, one of the worst aspects of the game. So, my favorite city builder of all time is SimCity 3000. And the reason for this, the reason SimCity 3000 is my favorite city builder of all time is because I always felt that I had to manage everything, maintain everything, and actually pay attention to how I was building the city, and if I built the city incorrectly, the city would fall over. And no other city builder has really been able to capture that. It's interesting that it pushes the need for a thing down, like, immediately when you increase the taxes for it. So, like, I increased some, like, industrial taxes, and then suddenly budget drops. Currently just losing $123,000 per month. That seems fine. Well, I need to be a grand village to get transportation, which is what I would like. So we are getting there. Pretty sure that's actually just the next upgrade. How many kids do I have in schools? I have 85 childs in the school and 58 childs in the big school. Chat, does anybody want a high school or elementary school dedicated to you? This could be the one and only Thy Eggman Elementary School. I mean, up over here we got G-Fin High. G-Fin High. 47th Panda Institute. I mean, I could give you the a 47 pandas water pumping station. How's that? It's not quite a school. Police station, which is just simply called I mean, what? There you go. Oh, I know I can't judge graphics on the lowest setting. I mean, like, on the highest setting, here's the difference, right? So if I set everything to highest, right? If I just go to a game and say, global graphics quality, high. Which, in theory, I should be able to load. It still looks kind of bad. Like, the cloud simulation stuff is pretty nice. But the problem is the frame rate is going to start to tank. And when I zoom in, it does this. Oh, I see. It hasn't turned on the dynamic resolution stuff again. But when you start zooming in and out, what happens is the game just starts to lag progressively over time. So it's like, to me, if a game runs like shit, it looks bad. If a game looks like shit, it looks bad. I don't care if it runs well. So if you're building a game based on like graphical fidelity, which this kind of is, if it doesn't look good at low resolution, you fucked up. A lot of people are going to be playing it at that. I got points to spend on thingies. Social support, police headquarters, emergency shelters. Oh boy. All right, yeah, there's just disasters in this, isn't there? I literally just want transportation, so I guess we'll just unlock Grand Village. Well, we found traffic. That's what I'm going to do. Can I not, like, overwrite roads with one-way streets? Oh, that's kind of annoying. Cities Skylines won with extra steps. I disagree, because if you want, like, good setups like City Skylines 1, or good setups or stuff like this, you have to unlock it. Ooh, stone mining livestock farm. It's kind of curious. Music does jam, like it's good so far. Quite like the way this industry stuff works. So I need groundwater deposits for this? Or does this just go on this? I assume because it's blue and they're highlighting this, it wants me to place it on here. Groundwater deposits are underground water sources. Ground pumping stations can extract water. The city's network. The groundwater deposits are highly suspect to ground pollution. Okay. I will place you there. Everybody seems to hate the healthcare here. Guess we'll give you an extension wing. I actually really like this mechanic. This is really cool. Considering how empty it is. Maybe it's the lack of ambulance access? I don't know. Right, I am now at... I literally need another 25 experience. We're about to level up. But I really like the expansion mechanic for buildings. It's very similar to SimCity 2013, actually. Thank you. Very kind of you to point that out. Oh, well, I guess I leveled up. Thanks for the free millie. City and Bigand. I also need it to be daytime. So let's just wait for daytime. And then I'm going to delete most of these roads around the edge of this. As well as most of these buildings. And we'll rebuild it. How's the game so far? It runs like shit. Aside from that, it seems alright, actually. It seems like a pretty solid city builder from what I've seen so far. It's got a lot of buttons. Yeah, those squares are smaller. It's more like Roller Coaster Tycoon-y. Although this map is definitely smaller than City Skylines 1. But there's way more squares you can buy. I can't see. I'm just going to turn off the day-night cycle. I like the day-night cycle, but I don't like it while I'm building stuff. Wait. Ah, wow! Okay. That was a pleasant effect. Thank you, video game. And chat room, thank you very much for the hype train. $10 in bits, 4 subscriptions. Appreciate you. Flashbanged, quite literally, yeah. And I use light mode, too. And that hurt my eyes. RIP monitor users, I suppose. Huh. I maintain good music, good. I mean, I'm just going to state this once again. Do not buy this game right now. Just don't. Will it be good in 6 months? Possibly. But right now, do not buy it. Like, legitimately, like, they need to get a wake-up call. Like, developers really, or rather, maybe not developers. I think people use the word developer too often. Publishers need to know that they can't get away with this. I'm playing this out of blind curiosity and the fact that they gave it to me for free. But genuinely, do not buy this game. Like, just don't. I wouldn't. I wasn't planning on it. They just sent me a key for it. Be a patient gamer. It pays. What are the qualms of the game? So I'm running at minimum specs right now on this game. Because if I turn it any higher, it seizes up, crashes, breaks, decides to stop functioning, falls apart constantly. It's extraordinarily poorly optimized. It is exceptionally ugly to look at, so it's not even like, like validated by like incredible visuals or anything. It's just very poorly optimized and put together. That's all it is. So do not buy this game. Like, it runs like ass. Developers should hire a QA team and, finish their video games. Honestly, at this point, if you enjoy City Skylines, just go mod the crap out of City Skylines 1. Hold a middle finger to the developers, or to the publisher, and just be like, hey, I will gladly come back to your video game when you make it run well. And everybody deserves a product that runs well. God, this is fiddly. Whew, this might actually be... Fortunately, this doesn't seem to be costing me money unless I'm crazy. I will say, like, the bones of this seem to be pretty good, which is generally a pretty good sign. When the bones of a game like this is pretty good. If the bones of it are pretty good, it generally means that they'll be able to get it to a place where it's functional, but right now this is a little bit embarrassing. I'm only currently spending $225,000 per month. That's fine. All right, let's go to transportation. Unlock trains. Yes, please. Unlock trams. Yes, please. Unlock subways. Yes, please. Water. Nah. Air. Nah. Sorry, I needed the important things. Parks. Oh, I'm out of points. But I do has parks. Bonesaw Street's going to get the nicest parks, chat. I personally feel that Bonesaw Street needs a dog park. Don't you? It wouldn't be Bonesaw Street without the beautiful dog park that it's famous for. In case you forgot. Large parks, sports parks, large sports parks, tourist attractions. God, that actually is a pretty rad dog park. And the game doesn't like zooming in. Game, can you stop it? Just let me... You can freeze once I've looked at the park. It's a nice park. I approve of said park. All right, so let's see what we can do. EU bus stop sign, EU bus stop shelter. What's the difference? I see. One give higher comfort. Well, obviously we're going to give shelters. Why do I have this weird feeling this is like I'm just going to throw buses literally everywhere and this game's just going to give me horrible traffic because of it? So I need 2 routes, one going in each way. At least that's how I'm going to do it. I could just like have them running on one side in one direction only, but eh. New signature building available. Fancy condos. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll figure that out. I love that. So I love this, chat. This is a no cars street. This is a pedestrian only street. What does the game put there? A friggin' gas station. What's even better is there's a car parked here. Mate. I'm just complaining about semantics. This doesn't actually bother me, like from a gameplay perspective. I just think this is really goofy. Because this is a pedestrian only street. Excuse me. The gas station and then they can never leave. Yeah, they just idle until they run out of gas. I'm sorry, what? Why are you telling me this is an invalid shape? What shape is valid, game? Is my shape not valid? What if I just make it box? Will that make you happy, game? Oh, I see. I have to connect back to the edge of the building. Well, that's interesting. No car access. Well, what's the problem with that? I don't see the issue here. Let's just get rid of that building. There you go. Employees 101. 108% efficiency. I like it. I gotta say, at least when fiddling around and learning, this is not exactly easier than the old game. If anything, I would say this is significantly more fiddly than the first game. I'm trying to delete all of these, is what I'm trying to do. All right, so now that I've done that, I can get rid of you and you. And you, and you, and you. Because what I've ended up doing here is I've got a bunch of one-way streets, which I did intentionally. But I figured the game would be smart enough to realize that I want things going one way, but it's not. So the game's not that smart, then the way we're going to do this is this. We're going to go on this lane with a one-way. It's not letting me place now. Okay, there you go. 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 Connect to that. Connect up to here. Connect up to here. But this side of the road. 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 And this side of the road. This side of the road. Go all the way up this way. Chat, I have a question. Large parks or sports parks? What do we want? Large? Yeah, we don't like sports, and we care who knows. None of them shooting hoops or Super Bowls. We like big park. Ooh, wow, these are actually large. Like a big. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Sorry, commercial. You can have your space back. Kind of wish that there was like clean industrial I could put in somewhere. I think that Paradox should have, you know, just given this game QA. That would have been cool. It would have been nice to see this game actually have QA. That's my opinion. Am I going crazy or can I not like curve these? These are starting to build. That'll be kind of cool to see. Well, the marketing team did their job. Not too much. I think the marketing team did their job just right, which is sell as many fucking copies of the Vigi game as humanly goddamn passable. And you know what? They did it. They sold as many copies of this game as they possibly could. And it's selling very well, so they did their job just right. Does that necessarily equate to happy customers? Well, that's on the publisher. See, like, that's stuttering. That should not be happening. Like, don't get me wrong. I am actually quite enjoying what I'm playing of this. I just wish it ran well. Because, like, there's kind of no reason for it to run poorly. Average, wealthy. Well, either doing something right or something wrong. Yeah, the music's pretty good too. You just made a giant grid for your city and it's awful. Yep, that'll happen. Make giant grid, get awful city. It's like, what'd you do? I recreated Austin, Texas. Oh no. And no one is happy. Nightmares abound. Well, just like Dwarf Fortress, I'm allergic to squares. So I will stick to that. I'm kind of amazed. Actually, you know, what I really should do is I should just start producing my own power. Because right now I'm just outputting all of my power, or I'm just getting all my power from other cities. Yeah, this is where all my power is coming from. So I should really just build my own power options. But all I can do right now is coal. And I could, in theory, do this, but there isn't enough wind for it to be even remotely useful. So I guess I need to buy more mountain pieces, I suppose. Condemned. Well, that's lovely. Did I just do that by mistake? Yes, I did. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's throw some parks down. Love how they call this a large playground, yet it's still bloody tiny. Waiting for a hearse. Well, that's awkward. Smog's unbearable. Where? Wind's blowing that way, though. Is there a pollution overlay that I'm missing? I was gonna say, everybody seems to be pretty happy, Jen. Well, we are getting our revenues a little bit closer. Whoa, maybe not quite that high. My bad. Taxes increase happiness, apparently. Increased taxes and everybody got happier for a second there. I have almost no office space. I'm assuming that's because I need more intelligent people. I don't have much in the way of schooling. Like, I got this. Got, 390 students. Some grown slowly. Nice looking city. It's more of a, I don't know if I would call this a city by any by any definition of the word, but it's certainly a cute game. The game decided to stop, and it broke my camera. Cool. I like how the game just when it decides to just cease functioning, it matches my camera's frame rate to the game. It's just like, no one can have higher frame rate than me. Look at all these people coming up here and then dropping their cars off and leaving. It's actually very realistic human behavior. Those are pedestrian-only streets. And then I'm going to have these little one-lane roads running in between. Oh, come on. That should connect better than that. I can make that connect better than that. You know what? I'm just not going to worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Everything about this is fine. Waiting for an ambulance. I feel like I should build another. Yeah, I definitely should do one of these. Sunrise Corner. How quaint. Whereas every other building game, that lol, they hate taxes. Yeah, that actually very much bothers me. Like, I get like weirdly happy when taxes go up and I hear all my neighbors bitching about it. Like whenever they raise taxes around here for any reason, I'm like, I don't see a problem here. And everybody was like, taxes. I'm like, yeah, but like, you've seen the public transit we've been building lately? It's pretty great. Let's also go around this side. Can I get rid of these once I place them? I don't even know, actually. Okay, let's just go here. 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 And here. And here. And then I'm going to do a very redundant little one that's just going to go around the block. Just for, you know, people who need to go around the block. There are currently no vehicles available. Consider building more depots to gain access to more tram vehicles. Well, I need to build another tram depot. Or I guess I could go over here and upgrade the tram. Space for more trams. There we go. Sweet. So it gives me a couple extra more vehicles. I see a bunch of them were in maintenance. That's why not. Feel the same way, your mother, for fuck's sake? You think education should either be free or way cheaper than it is to get a degree, and your mom was like, who's going to pay for that? Well, my taxes would. I don't want to pay that. Then go vote. Yeah, it hurts me because I really, really wish I could have gone to university when I was younger and was actually interested in things and learning. But I literally couldn't because my dad had to go to school and, you know. Mobile data traffic signal. Ooh. Wait, hold on. I don't want to tell people about traffic signals. Emergencies, though. That's important. This is kind of neat. That's a terrible reach for this antenna. I was going to throw that out there. It's like emergency response antennas. Kind of ugly looking, though. Whoa! Depends on the university that you go to be honest. But yeah, when it comes to I don't want to pay for that because I'd have to pay for other people's education, the sad reality of that is it same goes for healthcare, is people don't want to pay for other people's healthcare until they have to pay for their own healthcare. And then they're mad that other people don't pay for their healthcare. It's like, it's amazing how quickly a lot of libertarian-leaning individuals flip on that the second they have to pay hospital fees. But, you know. Also, hi, Trimkov. Good to see you. You value your time at university, but what would be more useful to you is the reality of your life right now. Would be if I knew a trade. You know, there is a TikTok that went viral recently of people laughing at this girl who's just like crying, working her first 9 to 5 out of university because she did university from home and graduated. And she's like, yeah, it was 7 hours a day of university and then 3 hours a day of studying, which was fine because it was like 9 hours a day of work and then you have the rest of your day to the evening. And then she's just like, now I work a 9 to 5 and it takes me an hour and 40 minutes to get to work in my car. And then the rest of the day is just like spent at work. And then by the time I get home, I'm exhausted. And it's just like the actual winning in life right now is just having enough free time around your work life that and not being exhausted enough that you're not willing to actually use that free time. That is winning right now. That is surviving and getting by and being successful, is making it out of and into the industry of having a job while also still having enough free time to exist and be a person. It's one of the reasons why I am so freaking lucky that I have this job. It's because I, actually get to have free time, which I never had in any of the other jobs I had. So, some traffic building up here. Absolutely, Trimcob. Like Death warmed over. How goes Sea Sky 2? It really runs like ass. Like it's running okay right now, but that's because everything is set to low. This computer should absolutely be able to run it at its maximum settings with the way it looks. Like this game doesn't look that good. And visually, it should be running well enough right now that I should be able to run it at higher spec. But because I can't, I have to run it at lower spec, which means the game looks like trash. So currently my experience with this game is it looks bad and it runs bad. If they get it to a point where it can run well, and then by, extension looks better, I would be much more happy with it. But the bones of the actual gameplay itself seem quite solid. As a city builder so far, it's been actually quite engaging. I'm still struggling to make a profit. If I end up being able to do the thing that I was able to do in City Skylines 1, where you just make so much money that you will literally never have to worry about any of the actual city management anymore, then my thoughts on the game will be pretty mixed. If I get to a point where even in like the mid-late game, there are things I can improve and things that I can work towards and things that I can make better about my city. If the game gets to that point, I'll feel a lot better about it. My main criticisms of the first one is that very quickly you would just get to a point where you don't need to actually build a city anymore because you have everything that you possibly need. And I hate that. I think that sucks. Like that absolutely blows. I wish I could like Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I've tried playing it. I tried playing it on launch and kind of didn't like it. That game is just clunky in a way that Yeah, nah. I personally think that game's absurdly ugly, but you know, you do you. My favorite city builder is SimCity 3000, and nothing has come close to topping that. I quite enjoyed the City State games, City State 1 and 2, but those games are both pretty light on content. So I would, if you're curious about a weird city builder, I would recommend City State 1 and 2. We are now a boom town, whatever the fuck that is. Means now I get textiles farming? But yeah, no, I will not be playing Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I'm good. Not sure. The game's not super clear about what's actually new here. At least I can buy more tiles. I consider Dwarf Fortress to be my favorite video game. My favorite video game is Tetris for the Game Boy. Dwarf Fortress is a very good game that I like a lot. I don't really have a favorite video game outside of Tetris. It's Tetris. That's it. I would assume so. You could in the first one. But I don't have hydroelectric dams just yet. God, that's an awful little highway. Vertigo Square. That looks weird, but I guess I can build it. There's just not enough customers anywhere around here. Well then, let's do this. Let's remove the competition, shall we? I like how I can unlock coal. I just want to skip straight to nuclear. Can I just do that game? Also gonna grab this hospital. And the crematorium. God, this song is awful. Townhomes? What, this? The vertical building thing? Not really. I mean, townhomes are closer to, yeah, no, these are condos. These ain't townhomes. Those are ugly condos. No, townhouses are, much closer to, like, these type of things. It's not what you call these, but townhouses are much closer to these. Like a row house type deal. I'm actually making profits now. Look at that. Yeah, we're making money on electricity. Depends on the season and what's available. If we're talking like mixed drink, it's pretty close tie between a whiskey sour and an old fashioned. If we're talking beer, I like IPAs and ales in the summer. I like dark beers in the winter. I like sour beers in the fall and spring. If we're talking like hard stuff straight, probably scotch. If we're talking other hard stuff straight and I can't have the nice stuff, then I will take vodka and ice cubes. I'm type 1 diabetic, so juice is something I drink in case of minor medical emergency. Part of what made SimCity good was two things. It didn't take itself too seriously, and it wasn't afraid to make you fail. The first City Skylines was terrified of making the player fail. Which is actually the reason I didn't like the first City Skylines all that much. Believe it or not. Like, I played a couple hundred hours of it, but I was very critical of that game to the point where, like, some people were just like, why are you even playing this? A couple of times. It's like, well, it's because I enjoy it. It's like, no, you don't. You're just sitting here complaining. It's like, yeah, I'm complaining. Because I think it could be so much better. You like the seasonal beer preferences? Well, I mean, when you live somewhere with a thriving craft beer scene, which I do, the result is you very quickly just start to gravitate towards different seasonal things. So weird to me, the way this whole system works. It makes no frickin' sense. There we go. For what game? Ramphorhynchus is how you say that, I think? You're all about enjoying things in their season? Yeah, well, I mean, I like dark beers in the winter because, like, why the fuck would you want to drink dark beer in the spring? You know, this building was probably abandoned because it's 80% parking lot. I, too, would have abandoned it, frankly. Holy shit, that's a big building. I do like how large some of these buildings are, though. Like, they are gigantuan, and I really like that. Also, $1.8 million. I also like that. The cost of the hospital? What's up, Timo? Timberborn, gotcha. Speaking of other games I wish I liked, Timberborn is one of those. Let's grab ourselves a college. And unis. We're going to be the most educated tiny town on Earth. Speaking of. Not enough customers, right. Almost like the game is pushing me to make suburbs. Is it doing the thing again? Bleh. So, when this game stutters, it fucks up my camera. That's what it seems to be happening. It's not just you, no. Yeah, it's very strange. It started happening when I started playing this. Well, we've got 5 patients. So that's good. Lower the taxes on residential a little bit and increase the taxes on industrial. Just don't have the money for a college or a university yet, but we do have access to those now. Well, there's really no reason for us to really build much in the way of trains. Aside from that, I could have a train running from like here to over here and have a big industrial area over here, but the problem is wind go that way. So probably not actually wise to do that. The weed was hitting extra good. Unfortunately, no. My camera was just being a derp. Hate to break it to you. It's not bad. We're not actually losing that much money. Someone say weed. Nope, no one said weed. Keep calm and carry on. The game is insisting that I need more commercial. But I'm not seeing any of that actual demand. Like when cities demand that they need cars, but they don't actually.